What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 6 different stocks today. We've got an interesting list. We've got 4 American stocks, or at least they're traded on American exchanges, and we have 2 on the French European exchanges or whatever, but we're going to go over right now. RDDT and NVIDIA for MHAT. Apparently Reddit just went public. I didn't even know that. Of course they're selling off. ENGI and TTE, these are the French stocks. For TMS, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to try TMS Malgomadou. But forgive me if my pronunciation is wrong, man. I don't know French. I'm much better at Spanish. But we're going to talk about ENGI and TTE for you. And then NERD and ARKK for DeCock. Now, DeCock, NERD is also crypto, but I know ARKK is a stock. So if you wanted a crypto and a stock, you got to specify better. If they're both stocks, great, but little clarification never hurts, guys. If you say stock or crypto, that helps, you know. Anyways, RDDT. RDDT going lower, right? Absolutely going lower. This is why you do not buy something whenever it comes out at its IPO price. Like you don't do that, man. Yeah, really fun for the first part of the day, right? It went all the way up here, and now you're down a little bit, but it probably goes lower. I would bet it goes lower. That's my genuine opinion. Can't really do any analysis on this. I have no other thoughts. There's not enough time to do this, so I'm just going to base it off of what I have experienced with the predominant amount of IPOs out there, that this thing will probably continue to sell off. Probably. Maybe for a week, maybe for a month, maybe for 6 months. We don't know. So down is what I think. RDDT. Let's talk about NVIDIA. Well, oh well. We meet again. $942 with the current all-time high at $974. You guys, this is ridiculous. I saw a chart where since 2020, NVIDIA has actually outperformed Bitcoin. And that's the truth. It's actually like 100% the truth, which is insane. It makes sense, being that you need graphics cards to mine Bitcoin and a bunch of other cryptos. It makes sense, but man, do you think the wealthy people of the world are catching on? Do you think they are investing in stocks like this, or seeing the demand increase because of crypto? Do you think, is that happening? Is that why this is going on? I don't know. It makes me curious, man. We are getting toward the Bitcoin halving, and a lot of public mining companies have upped their production on mining. So I don't know. Maybe Bitcoin is causing this to pump. Maybe it's just pumping on its own. I mean, it's hard to say. They could be correlated. They might not be. It's really hard to say. I'm sure their price action is correlated to a certain degree, but who's to say why? It's obviously demand. Demand is probably why. But I'm going on hypotheticals. I'm not trying to talk about hypotheticals. Let's talk about technicals. Technically, you're at a 95 on your weekly RSI. That's a very hot read, my friends. Very slow and steady growth, decent volume, continued. I mean, week after week after week, man, you've just closed in the green. Let's see, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks in a row now. Last week you actually were kind of neutral, and this week you were also pretty neutral too, but still. Yes, your reign of terror to the upside is probably going to come to an end soon. Probably being the keywords. Let's just look real quick. Hold up. You guys, you've never seen readings this high for NVIDIA, ever. Nothing came close. I know, 95, it seems so close to what this one was here, 92. It's different, man. 50 to 55, okay, that's close. 50 to 45, that's close. But 90 to 95, it's a different world. It's a different world, man. That is ridiculous. It's a very, very, very hot weekly RSI. Let's see what happened anytime you got hot before in your history, just like the most recent ones. So here, extraordinarily hot, the hottest you'd been in a long time. And was it the end of your rally? Absolutely not. No, you consolidated actually for, let's see, from August 2016, essentially until like October. So just a couple months, and then you started moving higher. You really had to break out a few months afterwards in November. Next, kind of really hot in the RSI times, arguably here. Either way, was it the top? No, absolutely not. Here you dipped and then moved higher immediately. Here you consolidated for a while from September until May of the following year, so about half a year there, well, a little bit over half a year. Consolidated and then continued to move higher though. Here, whenever you're really hot again, was it the top? Well, obviously not. I don't know what to think of this thing, man. Every time I say it's found its high and it's going to consolidate for a longer period of time, it just continues to move up. Top to bottom here, 1886 hit. I'm going to assume that it's not going to break $1,000. Not yet. It's going to take several months of consolidation between $972 and $711. We're going to consolidate between these 2 points. Potentially lower, but I don't think so. Consolidate between them for months. And then we will move up well past $1,000, $1,500, higher than that. It's going to be insane. And it probably takes place after the Bitcoin halving. I mean, probably, because I'm calling for months. So, yeah. Yep. That's my thoughts. And if I'm wrong, then screw me, man. We're at the hottest points in the weekly RSI, and we're going to keep going up higher. We're not going to stop until 1,500. If we don't stop here, we are not stopping until 1,500. So it's one or the other. Consolidate for several months, or for the next month or two, we're moving up at a ridiculous, unprecedented rate. Continuation of this move here, but I don't know. I'd rather be conservative and be surprised, but this thing, absolutely, before you see your next like major phase of like a consolidation like this, a pullback like that, whatever, anything that moves significantly down to the red side, you're gonna blast through $1,000. But for now, I think being that you're not at 1,000, you're just below it. I think it's a psychological level of resistance paired with the 1886 fib extension. I think you chill here for a second. You're really hot on the weekly RSI. Give it a few weeks, give it a few months, let it cool off, and then come back to it. That's my thoughts with NVIDIA. ENGI. But it is insane. It's absolutely nuts, and I love seeing stuff like that, man. ENGI, flat top, ascending lows. I like it. It could go lower. You could go all the way back down to 11.45. I'm assuming this is in euros. Maybe it's in dollars. I don't know, but 11.45. You could. Let's look at it on the weekly. I'm not saying that you will. I'm just saying you could, and you would still look fine. No, that's not what I wanted. I like the weekly RSI. I do. I'd like to see you break above. I would like to see you next week continue above this price here at 15.45. Continue above there. Don't stop here. Don't turn around from here. If you turn around from here, it's okay. I suppose you wouldn't want to go below 14.95, but it'd be really nice if you continue, if you get above that 618, because then likely you're moving on to 17.44, 18.51, or higher. You know, I mean, looking at it for what it is, this is kind of an accumulation phase. I would expect that prices around 20 are absolutely on the table, but when is the question. And the answer to that will be when you break above essentially the current area you're at now. So look for a weekly to close above 1550. I guess really just above where you're at now, honestly. 1545, you're at 1543, so just close a week above there and you're probably on your way up to 20. It looks good. I like it. I think it does look good. Daily RSI looks great. Weekly RSI looks productive. 3 hour looks good as well. So yeah, I like it. I like ENGI. It looks like it wants to continue going higher. If it moves down from here, it's not going to move down by a lot. Total energies right here. TT. It's TTE, right? This one. Forgive me if I'm not talking perfectly, you guys. My tongue hurts. I don't know what happened to it, but it hurts. It actually hurts to talk. It's been hurting this whole time that I've been talking. I'm just managing it well. But if you hear me stumble up, that's because it just hurts, man. I blame my tongue. But let's see. Bullish monthly RSI. Very, very bullish monthly RSI. Near all-time highs, you've been consolidating. Yeah, you're probably going to break out soon. You're probably going to see some immaculate growth. I like your weekly RSI. You bounced right off the 40. Yeah, you're going higher. You had a bit of a bearish reversal this week, sure. You could pull back to about 62. You're at 62.85 now, so just below 62 there. And I mean, maybe you go all the way back to 60, but I think you're getting ready to move up to $67, $70. At that point, you're at new all-time highs. You could move all the way up to 75 or 100. Who knows? But if you don't do it next week, soon, very soon, if not sometime in the next coming like weeks, it'll be over the coming months. It could take several months, but soon you are looking like you want to break out to higher prices, new all-time highs. So it looks good. Looks good to me. Nerd. Round Hill Video Games. High to low. Accumulation phase. Weekly RSI doesn't look bad. I don't mind the weekly RSI, actually. I think you want to make a move up to $17, maybe even all the way up to around $20. Break $16.90 and $20 is all but yours at that point, man. It's all but happened yet, I should say. Yeah, I don't mind the daily RSI either. I think it wants to continue moving higher, yeah. Maybe you consolidate for a little bit more. It could take weeks, months even. But probably soon you're going to move up to this $20 area. That's my thoughts. Just below it, just above it, whatever. ARKK. Also looking really good. Yeah, I like this a lot, man. You're about to pop, bro. You are really about to pop. You're going to see a move like this soon. Like this, but it doesn't stop here. It continues. I mean, you're at $50, $49 right now. I'm talking at least 68 in a very short amount of time. Probably before June. If you were to break out soon. If it takes another month before you really break out, okay, maybe not by June, but I would think at least $67, $69. Maybe even all the way up to like $76. And if you don't stop there, man, you're going up to like $100. And probably beyond that at some point. But yeah, this looks really good. I think you're getting close. You're getting really close. I like it. If you move down from here, it's not going to be by much. You could go below this low. You're at $49, $41. You could go below $47. I don't think you'll go below this low. But if you do, okay, cool. Then you'll just go all the way back down here to around like $38, $37, $40. But you might not even go below this low. So let's just see how it goes. But at the moment, I do think you're consolidating, and you want to move higher, stupendously higher in a short amount of time. So you might be seeing a round 2 of this exact move. And that's all I got. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for coming. I very much appreciate you. And I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.